Hi, I am Mary S. King, author of Facing the Wall, A Mission, A Never-Ending Journey. My book is a memoir about my life with my husband, a Vietnam veteran who lived with severe PTSD. It tells the story of our family's journey through love, challenges, perseverance, and hope. Recently, my son suggested I speak about the relationship between a father and a son. Specifically, how that relationship can be different when a father is living with PTSD. It is a subject that is deeply personal to me because it reflects much of what my family experienced. Fathers have a tremendous influence on their children's life. They help build confidence, empathy, and emotional security. Their encouragement, guidance, and presence often lead to better life outcomes. Simple words like, "I'm proud of you," or "good job," can make a lasting difference. As sons grow older, the father-son relationship naturally changes to a different stage of life. Young boys look to their fathers for protection and guidance. They begin asking questions, developing independence, and eventually appreciating their father's wisdoms. Healthy communication helps strengthen that lifelong bond. When PTSD becomes part of the family, PTSD can and does create emotional barriers. They are difficult to overcome. A father may be living with emotional pain, fear, anxiety, or traumatic memories, wondering why he survived and his friends didn't, having flashbacks at night. Even when he loves his children deeply, he may struggle to express those feelings. When my husband came back from Vietnam, he almost like he'd lost his spirit. Children often sense that something is wrong, even if they cannot understand it. I believe you see it in expressions. You don't have to say it, or in the eyes. The eyes tells a lot. PTSD can affect the relationship. Communication may be limited or completely absent. In my son's case, it was very limited, but it was it. A father may find it difficult to express affection or other words of encouragement. Just don't know how to do it or cannot do it. I say cannot do it. Sons were confused, disconnected, and wonder if they had done something wrong. What did I do wrong? Why doesn't Dad have anything to do with me? Living in a stressful environment can affect a child's emotional well-being and behavior. That is true. Looking back makes me feel very emotional. My sons had a difficult childhood because their father struggled with severe PTSD. I had spent a lot of time going to hospitals with him and doctors with him, and they almost felt like orphans at times because of the attention I was giving their father. Because he was in and out of hospital for many years. I know he loved his boys, but PTSD often prevents him from emotional connection with them. As a wife and mother, it was heartbreaking to witness. Life is filled with joys and hardship. I must mention we did have a little joy. Jim, my husband, loved Christmas is for a little time. And you love Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and Gene Autry singing it. Through every challenge, I simply did what needed to be done for my family. We continue moving forward, one day at a time. Looking back reminds me how much strength, patience, and faith carried us through. Thank God for that. Today, my sons and I are doing well. We enjoy spending time together and value the relationship we have built. We miss my husband and their father every single day. Sometimes I look for him, and they feel his presence also. We also find peace knowing that he is no longer in suffering, that he is at peace and not hurting anymore. My experience has taught me compassion. It has taught me resilience and has taught me patience. Most importantly, they have taught me never to give up on the people you love. I'm so glad, so grateful that I never gave up. If my story resonates with you, I invite you to read Face of the Wall, A Mission, A Never-Ending Journey. It is available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and other line bookstores. Thank you very much for listening. If you would like, please leave a comment, share your thoughts. I would love to hear your thoughts. Together, we can continue raising awareness about PTSD and support families who are walking a similar journey. PTSD is real. Until war and trauma ends, understanding must begin. God bless.